Okay, welcome to another weight room whiteboard. We're going to talk about hang cleans today. Hang cleans, okay? So what you see is I put some different starting positions that I tend to see in my famous stick figure fashion, okay? These are some of the common ones that we see. Now let's get right to the chase. This is what we want to see. This is where the person has the ankle, knee, and hip flexed. Again, the spine should be an elongated S, but I draw a straight line just to keep it simple. And you want to have the barbell directly over the middle of the foot and the scapulas, which would be right here, directly over the barbell. Some errors that you see, first, is you have the individuals that try to keep their torso too erect. These are the people that are more comfortable using their legs. They don't like to become dependent upon hanging the barbell and using their back. These people will have weak backs. And what you'll typically see is when they go to do the hang clean, their knees are going to scoop underneath the barbell and they're going to try to jack it up using their legs. They're going to have a tough time increasing their weight. And it's an inappropriate exercise. You see it a lot, but it's going to put a lot more stress on the knee. They're not going to get the full impact of the lift. Now another one is the individuals that keep their shoulder directly over the barbell instead of their shoulder blade. Now if you read Mark Rippetoe's Starting Strength, he talks about proper pulling mechanics and the need to have the scapula over the barbell. If you watch clips on YouTube, you'll see that most people when they deadlift and when they clean, even if they start in a position like this, the shoulder blade is going to go over. So when you're instructing the lifts, it's best to educate the kids to make the most of their lift by not wasting energy. So by having to then shift the shoulders forward over the barbell, they're going to be wasting some energy, and what you can see is that these people will get their hips moving up faster than their shoulders. So again, that will then increase the demand on the spinal erectors instead of, in this position here, putting emphasis on the powerful hip extensors. Okay? Another one is a kyphotic position, where these people have weak back erectors, primarily in the thoracic spine, and you're going to see them with the hunchback. This places a lot more stress on the back in the lift. You'll also see these individuals need to scoop forward with the knees as they go upward, but you'll also see that they will then get much more swing with the back going backwards. Now, we want to coach them to keep their chest up. We want them to coach them to have a neutral spine so they look more like this position. Now it's best to get them doing that before they start. This brings us to our next one, which is the people that have a hypermobile lumbar spine and thoracic spine. They will have the big lordotic curve in the low back. This little stick figure doesn't do it justice, but a lot of times people will think that they're keeping their chest up, they're doing it right. But that increased stress right here, if you look at what the vertebrae, they stack up on top of each other and they have spines that come off. If these are then hyperflexed, you'll see that those spines will be banging into each other, okay? This is really bad. I didn't go to art school. I am in Rhode Island, but I didn't go to RISD, trust me. But what can happen is you can develop a stress fracture in your lumbar spine that can be very devastating. We see those here in the physical therapy clinic at Eulogy Sports Medicine all the time. So this is the best proper position. And when you're here, the athlete will be traveling upwards to get into triple extension, and they can do it best by maintaining, my favorite term, muscular fusion throughout the torso, and work on getting hips to the bar, sending the knees back, and extending the ankle by putting force into the ground to maintain this upward trajectory and get the barbell upwards in full triple extension. All right, I hope that shed some light on some positions that you see in hang cleans and how to get them doing it effectively. All right? Thanks a lot.